Hello all heroes and welcome back to Invincible Guarding the Globe, and today we have finally gotten the man himself, OG Invincible, to level 1000. And what that means is that it's now time to take a crack at the very last level of the normal mode case file. I'm making this video for a couple purposes. One, to show how this particular case file wraps up and what power you will need. And two, to actually so we can take a look together at what hard mode looks like for those of you who may not have seen any screenshots of at least the rewards and what you would be fighting towards. Spoiler alert, hard mode probably ain't going to be worth it just because of the sheer level requirement, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to leave Mark at his gear that I have equipped. It's some Omnipotent gear and one Seismic Plus chest piece, and then we do have the Flaxen Stun device. I have a feeling that the Flaxen Stun device is going to work particularly well here, because one, I have it leveled up pretty good, and two, Omni-Man is going to get some life leech from hitting Mark, which is because Mark is human, which means he's going to get some healing, which means this thing will trigger every now and then to shut him down and do some damage. So we'll see if this works. If it doesn't work, then I'll rip off Universe's gear and slap it on him to give him a noteworthy power boost. But first things first, we're going to try this and see what happens. Let's go again. So just more beating the snot out of weaker guys. Got it. Or something you want to say, son? I don't do that voice very well. Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to lean into like J. Jonah St. Jameson, but Omni-Man does not want pictures of Spider-Man. I mean, I suppose it would be close enough, but that's probably just not a voice I can do. So we are at exactly level 1000. Don't be confused by the little marker here. It technically says that Invincible has to be greater than level 1000, but what it means is greater than or equal to level 1000, for those of you who are sticklers like me on that one. So let's see what happens. The good news is, in about 10 seconds, Omni-Man will get stunned and should take a noteworthy amount of extra damage. Oh, well, actually, this is seeming pretty promising. He did not get stunned. Why did he not get stunned? Let's go again. Let's see if maybe... Unless Life Leech doesn't count. I thought Life Leech counted for the healing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. We're learning something new here. Because I thought Life Leech would count for that, but I guess Life Leech doesn't count as healing. Well, that's a big today I learned moment. Interesting. Okay, so Life Leech is not triggering the stun device. Huh. That is very interesting. Well, for those of you who are wondering, now you know. Life Leech does not count as healing for the purposes of these abilities. Did not know that. That is highly inconvenient, but that's okay, because we have got some other ports we can use. We're going to go to the old Universa set here. We're going to go to maxed out gear and the cloaking device, and that should be a pretty straightforward. This right here is probably overkill. I certainly hope it is, because if it's not, then man. But basically, we're going to see if the gist here is probably you need good gear and good artifacts to beat this at level 1000. Alternatively, you can get him up to higher levels to just kind of make up for it with stats, because technically speaking, Omni-Man is kind of still beating the snot out of me. But that's okay. Okay. That was a very well-timed cloaking device. And Invincible still has his shield, but didn't even need it. Okay, cool. So, we got 2 of the comic book pages. Are you feeling okay? Feels weird. Feels like we really simplify this whole thing. Fight bad guys. Punch and fight. Well, when the time comes, you'll know which side to be on. Hint, hint. So, we do have comic book pages. Got a nice stockpile of gems, and a lovely amount of XP. And with that... we even get a little badge there. How about that? Medal unlocked. Really? Do we get a medal, or does it go on the character, or does it just stay over there? Whoa! He gets a medal. No, wait, I love that. That's so cute. No, wait, that's awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. His character icon gets a medal. Do I have any other? I don't think I even have any other Invincibles, but they probably would get a medal too. Or maybe it's just like the top level one. I don't know. Point is, that's neat. And I bet you get a medal for beating hard mode too. That don't make it worth it, but I won't deny that's a cute little perk. I kind of like that. It's stupid stuff like that that makes me grin. It's not important in the slightest. Oh, almost knocked over my light. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. Okay, so you will see here it turned purple, which means that we are now in hardcore mode. If we do take a peek at the first level here, okay, we are still at the level 1000 requirement. So after you do beat the first or the last mission of normal mode of the first mode, you can at least get a few levels done in hard mode here. Although I would imagine we're not going to get too far. Also looks like the rewards are pretty much the same. We're just going to poke through each of these here. Got 50 gems on that one. The first comic book page is again at level 30. Keeps going like normal. Okay, yeah, so that is good to know. The rewards for hardcore mode are just normal mode, but again, that tells me some interesting things. That tells me that for the sake of getting like as many of these comic book pages as possible, it is dramatically more efficient to focus on getting normal mode done for each character before you start worrying at all about hard mode. Reason for that is it will take you dramatically more XP to get a character leveled up for hard mode. Because I mean you're gonna hit a massive insurmountable wall that even whales have a hard time clearing. It's hard advice to give right now because we only have 4 case files, so it's not unreasonable for people to for people to run out of normal stuff to do sooner rather than later. But the time will come where they will add more case files and more and more and more theoretically for every single character in the game, meaning that there will be a lot more normal mode missions to clear. It's also hard to judge because we don't actually have any context of what the comic book pages are going to actually be for. My suspicion is that it might be for like Seance Dog or something, because it is literally a comic book page, and that would be a really funny character to get in an unconventional way. I think that would be kind of cool. But there's no way to know for now. But it is good to know because, like, if hard mode was going to give, like, a dozen comic book pages, first of all, that would be severely pay to win. And second of all, that would really have to give us a serious thought of, do we branch out or do we focus on one character for hard mode? Now we know we don't have to worry about hard mode until we have every single normal mode done. And even then, since we know they're going to be more releasing for other characters, we really do not have to be in a hurry for this hard mode thing right now. However, what we can do is we can at least see how much free goodies we get after we clear level 1000. So we're going to get through this. It should be pretty easy. I mean, these guys know Omni-Man, that's for sure. I mean, they've got the stats, but they are not going to be throwing us for a loop like Omni-Man did. So at the very least here, we get a little extra free loot, which is not bad. I'll be very curious to see what they do with those comic book pages, especially if the character ends up being absolutely busted. It's going to be interesting. Right now, ironically, I mean, it's not really a problem because whatever these comic book pages unlock is not out yet. So there's not a whole lot of speculation we need to worry about right now. But I mean, once we do get more characters that have case files, I mean, whatever character comes out might be a really good free-to-play character. We'll see. So he did trigger my invincibility, but after that, I just slaughtered him. Okay, this is stage 4. We got a Titan on deck here. Titan's such a pain because he opens up with that stun. It's like, really? Buddy, you gotta be that way? Okay, he's actually kind of roughing me up here. Okay. Nice little wombo combo of the invincibility and my ability. I think we'll be able to beat him, but we'll see. Okay, another invisibility. That was really good. That might not have been the best time. That might need to auto that if we lose this fight, but so far it looks like we're actually doing okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. Little spicy on that one, but we still got through it. And now stage 5. Okay, stage 5, we're still chilling at the level 1000, albeit it is certainly getting more difficult to do that. This one in particular could be a problem. Ooh. Okay, the invisibility is really helpful. That's a lot of multi-pulls. Eerie me. Okay. What are we gonna... Okay, we have not triggered our invincibility yet. That's good news. Okay, now we just did. Titan is down. Multi-pole is getting roughed up. But can we... Okay, I think we're... Oh, wow, I got a mega heal. Whoa. I sometimes forget that his ability does give some pretty nice life leech. We got healed like crazy on that one. Okay, so we just cleared level 5. Got some molecular enhancements. Never a bad thing. Okay, level 6. Still on 1000. Let's see what we're cooking with. 2 Titans, though, that might be a problem. I love how he has a little medal. That's so cool. I love that. I actually do really love that. That's a nice little little marker there to be like, hey, you did good with this character. Nice going. But I think we're hit a limit. I think we've just hit a limit. At this point, it looks like we would have to level him up more just to beat it, not even worrying about the level restriction, although I do suspect that the level restriction would probably go up right around there. But for now, that is where we're at, and you're really not going to see me doing any more with Invincible on that, except for maybe getting him 1 more star, because I technically did rank him up with the special XP, but the maximum I could get to was 1000. So getting 1 more star would be efficient, and I do use Invincible on my arena team, so it wouldn't even go to waste. But that's neither here nor there. That's just planning for the future. The point is, normal mode is done, and we have confirmed that it is not efficient to do hard mode right now. Once every single character, and that'll take months, maybe even years, but once every single character has a case file, we'll see. But at that point, you will have no shortage of stuff to worry about before you ever need to think about hardcore. Now, my universe, on the other hand, we'll see. She might have some fun. In fact, to reward myself here, that was a lot of pink XP, but now we've got Universa another tasty power boost. Literally now with that, the only character I do not have max level for their current rank is Omni-Man, so we're going to worry about him next. And of course Green Ghost, because she has her event and Battle Beast and Rexplode. But that we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, that is all we have for today. Hopefully this was helpful. Now we know what hardcore mode does look like. Again, don't worry about it. Just worry about normal mode for each character. And even if you do have all 4 of these done, like you had your Invincible, Battle Beast, Green Ghost, and Rexplode ready to go, still wait. Still wait and focus on whatever new case files come out, unless you really do just have that many resources ready to rock, in which case I do what you want. But I'm just saying, probably a good idea to just focus on normal modes for now. But we will leave it at that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.